and welcome to this yoga Sun A and Sun B practice. This is a great way to practice your Sun A's and Sun B's, or maybe warm up for another workout, or even wind down at the end of the day. So we'll start at standing at the front of our mat today. So to start, bring either your feet hips width distance apart on the mat, parallel to each other, or you can heel toe them together if that feels okay on your lower back. Hands come to heart center. Take a deep breath in and just sigh it out through your mouth. One more like that. Inhale through your nose and sigh it out through your mouth. Inhale your arms high overhead and forward fold. Halfway lift, bringing your hands to your shins or your fingertips to the mat. You're aiming for a flat back and the crown of your head to be pointing forward. Your hands are on your shins. Push your shins back into your hands to fire up your legs. And then forward fold. One more like that. Inhale, halfway lift. Forward fold. Plant your hands and step back, high plank. In high plank, there's an option to come down to your knees here. But if you're on the balls of your feet, really press down through your hands, spin the eyes of your elbows forward, puff up the space between your shoulders, and engage your core. And then lower all the way to the mat, setting up for Cobra Pose. So zip up your Cobra tail, bringing your toes together, pressing your feet into the mat, lifting your knees off of the mat. Hands come by your ribs. Bring your chin to the front. Bring your chin in front of you to the mat. Squeeze your elbows in towards your side body. And on an inhale, lift your chest for Cobra Pose, pressing down through the tops of your feet. And then exhale, release. Two more like that. Inhale for Cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale for Cobra. For a challenge, you can lift your hands. Exhale, release, tuck your toes, and push your way back up to plank pose, finding downward dog. Lift your heels, look forward, step to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands go high overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, step back, high plank. This time, lower halfway, chaturanga, option to come to your knees, and then push through upward facing dog. You can always come back to your belly and take Cobra Pose if chaturanga doesn't serve you today. Inhale your heels, look forward, step or jump to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, and fold. Rise, hands go high overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, chaturanga or cobra, or just skip it altogether. Find downward facing dog. Lift your heels, look forward. Step or jump to your hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Inhale, chair pose. Tuck your tailbone, engage your core, and sit your hips low. Bring your hands up, biceps by your ears, and relax your shoulders down your back. Relax your toes, lifting them off the mat for a moment, and placing them back down. Take another inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Take a vinyasa of your choice, or just step back, downward facing dog, maybe moving through restorative child's pose. In downward facing dog, lift your right leg high. Bring your knee to your nose, and then send your leg high. Step it through, spin your back heel down, and rise, warrior one. Square your hips towards the front of your mat. Sink low into that front knee. Knee should be over your ankle. tracking your second toe, and then press down through the knife edge side of your back foot to fire up your left leg. Take a deep breath in. Hands go to the mat. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Knee to nose. Send it high. Step it through. Spin your right heel down. Arms go high overhead, warrior one. Remember to square your hips and engage through your legs. Shrug your shoulders down your back. Inhale, exhale, hands to the mat, vinyasa. Lift your heels, look forward. Step to your hands, halfway lift, fold. Inhale, chair pose, one breath. Fold, halfway lift. Plant your hands, take a vinyasa. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. Right leg goes high, knee to nose, inhale it high. Exhale, step through. Rise, warrior one, inhale. Hands to the mat. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, inhale. Knee to nose, exhale. Send it high. Step it through. Warrior one, breath in. Hands to the mat. Take a vinyasa. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. Lift your heels, look forward. Step to your hands. Halfway lift and fold. One more time through. Inhale, chair pose, one breath. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Plant your hands. Vinyasa. Inhale, right leg goes high. Exhale, knee to nose. Send it high. Step it through. Spin your back heel down, rise, warrior one. Vinyasa. Left leg lifts, knee to nose. Send it high. Step it through. Rise, warrior one. Vinyasa. From downward facing dog, lift your heels, look forward. Step to your hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Rise. Hands come to heart center. Take a couple of deep breaths. Sending yourself gratitude for your strong body. And thanking yourself for coming to your mat tonight. That concludes our Sun A and our Sun B practice today. Thank you for choosing to practice with me. I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.